Pope Francis, the man of mysteries. In the nearly 2,000-year history of the Catholic Church, Pope Francis has emerged as a symbol of renewal, humility, and bold reform. But beneath the white robes of power lies a man with untold stories, secrets never before revealed. He is not just a spiritual leader, but a figure whose life is full of twists and mysteries. Let's step into the world of Pope Francis, the Pope of miracles and enigmas. From the streets of Buenos Aires to the Vatican Palace, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, the humble name of a boy born on the streets of Buenos Aires, Argentina. Few could have imagined that this boy, with a quiet childhood, would become the head of one of the world's largest religions. But even from a young age, Jorge displayed special qualities: sharp intelligence, deep compassion, and a heart constantly drawn to the poor. However, not many people know that before embarking on his path to priesthood, he once had a romantic relationship with a young woman. That woman once said that if Jorge had not become a priest, he would have been a wonderful husband. Destiny had other plans, leading Jorge to the throne of the papacy. Secrets of the past. Many are surprised to learn that Pope Francis once worked as a nightclub bouncer in his youth. This job taught him a lot about people, about how they live, yearn for freedom, and seek love. It was also during this time that Jorge acquired a skill few would expect: tango dancing. As a true Argentine, the artistic blood ran through his veins, and he was once an exceptional tango dancer. But fate was not kind to the future pope. In his early 20s, he suffered from a severe illness and had to have part of his lung removed. A person with only part of a lung would typically struggle with breathing. Yet miraculously, Francis continued to live, work, and dedicate himself tirelessly. Was this a divine sign of a special path meant for him? The Pope of Contradictions. When he assumed the highest position in the Church in 2013, Pope Francis immediately stunned the world. Instead of living in the luxurious Vatican Palace, he chose a modest room in the Domus Sanctae Marthae guest house. Instead of riding in a lavish car, he opted for an old vehicle. Instead of distancing himself from the people, he walked among them, embracing the sick and the poor. And here's another oddity. Despite being the head of the Vatican, Pope Francis does not use a smartphone or computer. He still writes by hand, makes calls on a landline, and maintains habits from a bygone era. This raises a question. Does he know something that we don't? Is modern technology incapable of replacing genuine human connection? Prophecies and a final mission. Some religious scholars believe that Pope Francis may be the last pope, according to an ancient prophecy. In the predictions of Saint Malachi, a 12th century saint, a list of popes was foretold, and Pope Francis is the final name on that list. What does this mean? Are we witnessing the final days of an era? Whether these predictions hold any truth or not, no one can deny that Pope Francis is bringing about a period of great transformation. He fearlessly challenges outdated traditions, stands up for truth and compassion, speaks out against injustice, advocates for environmental protection, and calls for peace in a world filled with turmoil. Conclusion: the man of mysteries. Pope Francis is not just a religious leader. He is a symbol of reform, kindness, and unexplained mysteries. His life is like an open book, yet there are still pages left unread. Will the mystery surrounding him continue? Will the prophecy of the last pope come true? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: Pope Francis has already changed the world in ways no one could have imagined. What do you think about the secrets of Pope Francis? Is he truly a unique pope? Share your thoughts below and stay tuned for more mysterious stories. What really is the law of Thelema? Liber AL vel legis. The law of Thelemus is one of the most intriguing and mysterious philosophical and spiritual doctrines of the modern era. Rooted in the teachings of Aleister Crowley, the English occultist, magician, and writer, Thelema is a religious and philosophical system that emphasizes personal will, self-discovery, and spiritual enlightenment. At its core, it is derived from Liber AL vel legis, also known as the Book of the Law, which Crowley claimed to have received through a mystical experience in 1904, The Origins of Thelema. The law of Thelema is primarily based on Liber AL vel legis, a text Crowley claimed was dictated to him by a spiritual entity named Aiwass over 3 days in Cairo, Egypt. The book serves as the foundational scripture of Thelema and introduces its key principles. The name Thelema itself comes from the Greek word thelema, meaning will. This concept of true will is central to Thelemic philosophy, the core tenets of Thelema. At the heart of Thelema is a simple yet profound declaration. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will. These statements, taken from Liber AL vel legis, encapsulate the essence of Thelemic belief. But what do they actually mean? Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. This phrase is often misunderstood as an endorsement of hedonism or lawlessness. However, in Thelemic philosophy, true will refers to one's deepest, most authentic purpose in life, aligned with their spiritual nature. It is not about reckless self-indulgence, but about understanding and fulfilling one's destiny. Love is the law, love under will. This principle suggests that love is a guiding force, but it must be in harmony with one's true will. It is not about blind passion, but about a husher love that aligns with one's divine purpose. The 3 chapters of Liber AL vel legis. The Book of the Law is divided into 3 chapters, each attributed to different divine aspects. Nuit, the infinite goddess of the night sky, representing boundless potential and cosmic unity. Hadit, the point of pure consciousness and motion, symbolizing the essence of personal experience and self-discovery. Rahur Kuit, a form of the Egyptian god, Horus, embodying strength, war, and the new era of spiritual awakening. Each chapter presents mystical and sometimes cryptic verses that have been widely interpreted by Thelemites and scholars alike. Thelema's influence and modern relevance. Thelema has had a significant impact on modern occultism, influencing various magical traditions, esoteric orders, and even elements of psychology and philosophy. Organizations such as the Ordo Templi Orientis, OTO, and the AF-LA follow Crowley's teachings and work to spread the philosophy of Thelema. The philosophy of Thelema can also be seen as a precursor to contemporary ideas of self-actualization, free will, and personal responsibility. It encourages individuals to seek their true purpose and to act in accordance with their highest potential. This message of self-discovery and spiritual exploration continues to attract people today. Conclusion. The law of Thelema, as presented in Liber AL vel legis, is a powerful spiritual doctrine that urges individuals to seek their own true will and live in accordance with it. While it remains a subject of debate and interpretation, its core message resonates with those who seek personal empowerment, freedom, and a deeper understanding of their spiritual journey. Whether viewed as a mystical revelation or an esoteric philosophy, Thelema continues to be a fascinating and influential path in the realm of spirituality and self-discovery. As Crowley himself famously wrote, "Every man and every woman is a star." Perhaps the law of Thelema is ultimately about recognizing and embracing that inner light within each of us. The whisper of magic, a tale of power and mystery in the depths of time. Before words could shape the world, there existed an ancient force, magic. It was neither light nor dark, neither good nor evil, but a flowing current that pulsed beneath the fabric of reality. The ancients whispered its name in hushed voices, fearing and revering its power, for magic was both a gift and a burden. Legends speak of the first ones, beings who walked between worlds, weaving fate and destiny with their will alone. They knew the true nature of magic. It was not merely a tool to be wielded, but a force to be understood, a living entity that responded to intent, passion, and sacrifice. The first ones spoke in forgotten tongues, tracing symbols in the air, bending the unseen threads that connected all things. With magic, mountains could be moved, shadows could be given voices, and time itself could be bent like a reed in the wind. Yet, as with all great powers, there were those who sought to cage it, to command magic, as one would a beast. Kingdoms fell, and civilizations crumbled under the weight of their own greed. The most ambitious of sorcerers learned the hard truth. Magic does not serve. It only dances with those who understand its rhythm. Those who tried to dominate it were consumed, their souls unraveling into the great void beyond. But magic never truly vanished. It lingers still, in the whispers of the wind, in the flicker of a candle's flame, in the space between dreams and waking. The wise know that it is not found in ancient tomes or the blood of the sacrificed, but in the deep places of the soul. Those who listen, those who feel, those who dare. These are the ones who may yet hear magic's call. For magic is not a thing to be seen, but a truth to be known. It is the breath of the universe, the hidden pulse of existence, waiting for those brave enough to seek it. And in that seeking, one may discover not just the power to shape the world, but the power to shape oneself.